Test your biblical knowledge. In which city was Jesus born? For 30 questions. Jerusalem, Bethlehem, or Nazareth? Bethlehem. What was the name of the garden where Adam and Eve lived? Eden, Gethsemane, or Paradise? It's Eden. How many disciples did Jesus have? 8, 10, or 12? Well done, it's 12. What is the first book of the Bible? Genesis, Exodus, or Leviticus? Genesis. Which of the following is not one of the 10 commandments? You shall not steal, you shall not murder, or you shall not lie? Yes! It's you shall not lie. Who was the assistant to the prophet Elijah? Elisha, Samuel, or Isaiah? Elisha. Who was known to be the father of faith? Moses, Jacob, or Abraham? It's Abraham. Which apostle denied Jesus 3 times? John, Matthew, or Peter? Any ideas? Peter. Who was chosen by God to free the people of Israel from Egypt? Samuel, Moses, or Joshua? Moses. Incredible. Who was the oldest man in the Bible? Methuselah, Noah, or Abraham? Methuselah. How many times did Naaman dip in the Jordan River to be healed? 5, 3, or 7? Seven. What was the name of Moses' brother? Miriam, Aaron, or Joshua? It's Aaron. Who was the first king of Israel? Solomon, David, or Saul? Saul. Who was the first apostle to deny Jesus? Judas, John, or James? Judas. Who was thrown into the lion's den but was protected by God? Joseph, David, or Daniel? Daniel. What was the name of Adam's wife? Eve, Rachel, or Sarah? Eve. Incredible. How many fruits of the Spirit are mentioned in the Bible? 3, 7, or 9? 9. Who was the prophet who challenged the prophets of Baal on Mount Carmel? Ezekiel, Isaiah, or Elijah? It's Elijah. Who wrote the book of Proverbs? Solomon, David, or Jeremiah? Well spotted, it's Solomon. What is the last book of the Bible? Genesis, Revelation, or Exodus? Revelation. That wasn't easy. Who was the disciple whom Jesus loved? Philip, Thomas, or John? John. Which king built the Temple of Jerusalem? Solomon, David, or Hezekiah? Solomon. That wasn't easy. What was the name of Isaac's wife? Leah, Rachel, or Rebecca? Rebecca. Who was the first martyr? Barnabas, Stephen, or James? Well spotted, it's Stephen. Who wrote most of the books of the New Testament? Paul, Peter, or James? Paul. Which prophet wrote the book of Isaiah? Jeremiah, Isaiah, or Ezekiel? Isaiah. Who wrote the Gospel of Luke? Matthew, Luke, or Mark? Luke. Who led the people of Israel after Moses' death? Joshua, Caleb, or Aaron? Joshua. What instrument did David play? Trumpet, flute, or harp? Harp. Which prophet was swallowed by a great fish? Isaiah, Jeremiah, or Jonah? You've got this. Jonah. Incredible. Pick your next challenge and make sure to like and subscribe.